This segment is sponsored by New Perspective Financial Solutions. Federal agencies are gearing up for massive layoffs, and for federal employees who are nearing retirement, this is a complicated and potentially overwhelming time. And here to help us out is Tavon Jackson. Tavon is a financial advisor and the founder of New Perspective Financial Solutions, a DC-based firm that focuses on preparing people for retirement. Welcome back. Great
Thanks
to see you.
for having me.
Of course.
Stressful times right now.
They are stressful times. We're glad to have you here because you are always able to put these in layman's terms. So what exactly is a RIF?
So a RIF is called a reduction in force. And that's pretty much the government saying, hey, we need to get rid of your department and we need to get rid of you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So that's the worst thing that can happen when the government's trying to, lay people off, because you don't have any choice. Yeah. They just let you go. Unfortunately, some people went into the office and their key fobs weren't working, and that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
So when that happens, the big question is, can I keep my benefits? Can I retire?
Yeah.
So if you do get RIFed, unfortunately, and you're at your minimum retirement age, you can just technically just retire. You can quit. And minimum retirement age is, minimum retirement age plus 30 years, 60 in 20 years, or 62 with 5 years.
Okay.
So if you're 60 years old and you got 30 years of service and they let you go, then you can just technically just retire. The concern though is if you're not at that age.
Okay.
So if you're 40 with 20 years, then that hurts a lot because you can't just retire.
Right.
So what's going to happen is you're going to get a delayed retirement. And what that means is you would get fired at 40, but you're not eligible for your pension until 60. So that's 20 years of you not getting any income unless you get another job, but you're not going to be eligible for your pension.
Okay, good to know. A lot to consider, and people are feeling really unsteady at this point in time. How should someone financially prepare if they receive that reduction in force?
Well, the first thing you want to do is not make any emotional decisions, because naturally you just hate the government, they let you go, and you just want to cash out all your accounts. You wouldn't do that because you got to pay a lot of taxes and it could be a penalty. So the first thing you want to do is look into unemployment. Okay, that'll be a check that you're able to get. Also check with all your creditors, so your loan officer for your home, your life insurance company, see if they can give you a hardship so you can delay those payments while you're going through that financial transition. And then also you want to look into your health insurance. So there's something called COBRA. And what COBRA is, it's kind of like a life jacket for your health insurance. When you lose your job, you usually lose your coverage.
Right.
But with COBRA, it allows you to stick with your plan longer, even though you're no longer with the company.
Okay, so we mentioned losing our health insurance, but what about other benefits? What are still available to you after a RIF?
Yeah, so if you're eligible to retire, you keep all your benefits. But for that younger person who may be 40 or maybe 50 and they're not eligible, then they lose all of their benefits. So the health insurance, the FEGLI, the dental, the vision, you no longer have access to that, and that's why the RIF is so concerning.
Okay. You mentioned be calm, right? Yeah. You might get fired, you might get mad, you might do something rash. What are some other big mistakes that people can avoid during these layoffs? Yeah,
so switching all of your money to the G fund is not the best thing to do. And when the market's going down and there's so much uncertainty, you kind of want to hang on to what you have. But the concern is that now your investment account is now a bank account, and every time you take money out of it, it's just going to continue to go down because it's not growing. So you want to sit down with a financial advisor, put together an actual plan, because we can put in any scenario. We can put in a VERA, we can put in a RIF, we can put in anything, and then you'll be pretty confident that you're able to retire and that your money will last.
All right, so people need to start thinking about this and then maybe go see a financial advisor.
Before it happens, yes.
Before it happens. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yes. For you at home, if you want to make sure you're on the right track for retirement, New Perspective Financial Solutions has an offer for you. Tavon wants to help preserve and continue to grow your money while also helping you create a reliable income stream. So right now, for the first 5 callers and anyone else with a portfolio of $250,000 or more, he's offering a complimentary retirement income plan. This will allow Tavon's team to sit down with you personally or schedule a call to make sure you're on the right track for retirement. The number to dial is 240-335-8366. Again, that's 240-335-8366.